Now in this lesson, we're talking about cosine, which is just another one of our trigonometric ratios. And so again, we're going to talk about our calculator work and what's going on. On our calculator, we actually have a cosine button. It's this button right here. So when we want to find cosine of an angle, we just push that button and then put the number of the degrees in. To find the inverse cosine of an angle, what we're going to do is we're going to hit second, and then we'll hit the cosine, and we'll get this cosine to the -1. So our trig ratio for cosine is cosine of an angle equals adjacent over the hypotenuse. And our inverse cosine is second cosine adjacent over hypotenuse. Now again, I'm going to go through and write down all of the algebra tricks that you're going to need to know for this. So go ahead in a moment and pause the video and go ahead and jot all those down, and then I'll talk you through them. Okay, let's go ahead and talk through these real quick. So if we're missing our angle, what we need to do, once we do all of our algebra out, we're going to get the inverse cosine of the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. Okay, and then if we're missing our adjacent side, we can simply take the hypotenuse and multiply it by the cosine of the angle. And if we're missing our hypotenuse, we just take our adjacent side and then divide by the cosine of the angle. And so this is just our algebra done out for us again. So we can definitely use this main formula, this main ratio up here. We can do all the algebra. I've just gone ahead and given you the tricks. This is what we need to stick in our calculator over here to this side of the arrow. The opposite of cosine would be secant, and you'll see it written S-E-C. So secant of a number, it's just cosine flipped upside down. So we would have hypotenuse over adjacent. Now if it wants you to find the actual number, the actual, they don't want just the side set up, we would do 1 over cosine of the number, and that would give us the secant of a number.